Good morning, everyone. Okay, so last week I was here with you and we talked about the Mary Kay skincare line for our teens and tweens. Today I'm going to share with you our ultimate TimeWise Miracle set. And I'm a little excited about this one because this is the set that brought me into Mary Kay as a customer. So I'm going to share a little bit about that. I will be doing a live here at some point that kind of explains my journey into Mary Kay from customer to consultant to why I've stayed, all the things. So we will talk about that. But right now, this month, I'm focusing on skincare, okay? So we have to recap. We have gone through our Clear Proof system for anybody with acne. We have gone through our Mary Kay skincare set for those younger people that do not need anti-aging. So we're talking 20 and below. This skincare set that we're going to talk about today is from 20 up, okay? If you are looking for anti-aging, this is where we start. Okay, this is where the conversation starts. So let me share a little bit about my story with this set. So many years ago, I was struggling with my own skincare. I was using a combination of, I think it was Noxzema and St. Ives and Clearasil and Neutrogena. Like, there was a whole slew of products in my bathroom. Now, here's what was happening. I had significant redness, flaking, dryness, little oily. My eyelids were peeling. I couldn't keep eyeshadow on. My skin was red. It was angry. It was inflamed. And so I didn't know what to do. So I told my husband, I said, listen, what I'm using is not currently working. So I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to pick up a skincare set. A good skincare set is what I said. Now, not that I have any issue with any brands. I'm going to tell you right now, there are some wonderful brands out on the market. However, when you don't know what you don't know, choosing that brand and choosing those products can be really difficult. So I don't know if any of you have ever gone into a big box store to look at a skincare aisle. You walk in and you are just bombarded with thousands of products, hundreds of brands, thousands of products. And listen, if you were somebody like me who did not know a thing about it, okay, I don't know what a peptide is. I didn't know what retinol was. Do I need anti-aging? Do I need a wrinkle cream? Do I need an eye cream? Oh my goodness. And so I was so overwhelmed and so confused, I actually stopped in tears, left the store, got into my car, called my husband, and he said, babe, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know anything about skincare. He's like, you may have to go to a dermatologist. Now, at the time, my husband's insurance did not cover anything like that. And so it would have led to a doctor's visit. Then I'd have to get a referral. Then they would have to find a dermatologist for me. Then I would have to go. And then they would have to do a full exam. And I just really wasn't willing to spend the money on that. And so I got up the next morning. I went to work and I got a little notification from a friend that I went to high school with. And she was a Mary Kay director. She was earning her next car in Mary Kay. And I thought, you know what? She probably knows a thing or two about skincare. So I texted her and I said, hey, listen, I'm really not interested in Mary Kay at all. Please don't tell me anything. I have to pick your brain. Can you give me some suggestions for my skin? Sent her some pictures, told her what was going on. And the first question out of her mouth is, can I come to your house? Can we just get together and let me see your skin? Let's talk about it. And I said, sure. Enter in my consultant and this set, okay? This beautiful, beautiful set. And she asked me some questions. We tried some products on my face and I fell in love. And truth be told, within a week of me purchasing that entire set, this entire set, my skin was cleared up. Clear. When I tell you clear, you guys, I wanted to cry. My skin was not red. It was not angry. It was not itchy. So here's what I'm going to tell you about skincare. Okay, and I've already kind of said this once, but I'm going to kind of repeat this a little bit. Is when you are using 17 brands on your face, you're creating chemical warfare. And so it doesn't mean that it's always going to show a sign of problem, but it could. Because these skincare people, listen, these brands, they're not talking to each other. We aren't calling Oil of Olay and saying, hey, would your moisturizer work with our cleanser? What products, like what ingredients are you using? We're not doing that. No brand is going to do that, okay? And so what I was doing was I was literally creating warfare on my face, and it came out. It showed itself. Like battlefield right here. Full battlefield, products, ingredients, things were just going at each other and they're just clashing, okay? So I get onto this skincare set and I fell in love. I fell in love with the way it felt. I fell in love with the way it made my skin look, and I never looked back. You guys, from that time, there has been 0 products on my face that were not Mary Kay. I became an instant customer. I was a customer for years. Loved it. I supported her in all that she did because I believed in the product. Okay. So I'll go into that a little bit deeper. I could spend days talking about my journey, but we're going to talk about the Ultimate TimeWise Miracle Set today. Okay. So we're going to start with the TimeWise 4-in-1 Cleanser. This set consists of a cleanser, a moisturizer, our Daytime Defender, our Nighttime Recovery, and our eye cream. Okay, so this set right here is 5 pieces, okay? Now, there's one set of this that goes a little bit further with another 2 products that I'm not going to talk about today. We'll talk about that later. Or you can drop the eye cream, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you need this set, you need the eye cream too, so it's pointless to talk about the 4-piece set, okay? All right. So let's start with the 4-in-1 cleanser. You guys, this set comes in 2 different formulas. It comes in a normal to dry and a combination to oily. You're going to see the difference in the strips on the back, okay? So make sure you're talking with your consultant or myself, and we'll make sure that we're getting you into the proper set, okay? So let's talk about the 4-in-1 cleanser. If you're using the combination to oily, it is going to be a gel cleanser. If you are using normal to dry, it will be a cream cleanser. Typically when I do a presentation, or sometimes I go live in my VIP group, if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. Send me an email. I'll get you put in if you're on Facebook. But typically I would say this is what mine looks like. Yours may or may not look like this, okay? All right. So this actually, let's see, has the TimeWise 3D Complex. Okay. Now this has some gentle exfoliating beads in it. And when I say gentle, they're just little wax balls. Don't worry if you are worried about your septic or anything like that, your drains, those little wax balls actually disintegrate once they hit water. So they're not going to clog anything up. Plumber's wife, hi. I can promise you they're not going to do any damage to your plumbing. Okay, so it has gentle exfoliating beads in it that will pop and destroy and do all the things. But this is going to take care of free radicals, dust, dirt, smoke, smog, pollen, all of those things. It is going to fully cleanse your face. It's going to clean out your pores. It's going to get rid of all of those things that hit your face during the day. Okay, it just is. And it also has anti-aging in it. Okay, so this is for like moderate signs of aging. So fine lines, wrinkles, that sort of thing. This is where you want to be. Okay. You want to make sure that you're using this morning and night, as it's essential to make sure that you're protecting your skin from everything. And we'll talk about that here in a second. Okay. So, what ingredients are in this cleanser? We have encapsulated resveratrol, which provides triple antioxidant benefits, which is going to actually take care of those free radicals that we just talked about. It increases your natural protective antioxidants on your face. Okay. It's brightening, and it also has collagen in it. Listen, we talked last week about how young skin under 20 creates its own collagen and elastin, and it continues to do so. However, at age 20, our skin starts breaking down the collagen and elastin. And so that's what's creating the fine lines and those wrinkles and the ruddiness and all of that. So this is going to help combat that, okay? All right, so you're going to cleanse your face. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to choose either the daytime defender if you're cleaning in the morning, or you're going to use the nighttime recovery at night. Okay, so the daytime defender is actually broad spectrum SPF 30. Okay, now using an SPF is extremely important. The only time I would suggest not using this is if you have an allergy to SPF. Okay, so this is going to take care of UVA and UVB rays. Okay, this is just a little pump or two after you cleanse. This is what's going to go next. And making sure that your skin is protected against those UV rays is super important, even in the winter, even when the sun's not out, that those UV rays are there all the time. If the sun is up over the horizon, there are rays, okay? And so it's super important, especially if you're using any other, anything like retinol or anything like that. You have to protect your skin, okay? So that's what this does. This is the daytime defender. It's going to defend your skin. It's also anti-aging. Now, if you're washing your face at night, you're going to choose the nighttime recovery. What happens to your brain when you sleep? It rejuvenates. It renews itself. It rests, and it gets you ready for the next day, right? So the nighttime recovery is going to do the same thing for your skin. Okay. And this also has chamomile extract in it, which is super fun. Okay. So here's what I want to say. If you were in Mary Kay years ago, you remember the 2 little bottles, okay? The beads are back. Okay, we've got the little beads in here. So what these little beads are is there are a pink and a lighter pink pearl. Okay, inside of those pearls are encapsulated resveratrol that we just talked about. Okay, there's also a vitamin B3 in the other one. So here's what happens. The reason they're in these little capsules is so that you're getting the freshest ingredients instantly to your face. So here's how this works. These little things get pumped up through this tube. They come into the cap, and when you pump this out, they burst. Okay, so you're not going to see these beads on your hand. They're going to burst inside and instantly add those ingredients right to the gel. Okay, this is going to help with brightening. It's going to help protect, and it's going to help restore your skin overnight while you're sleeping. Okay, so this little guy is essential at night. Now, from there, we're going to use our new antioxidant moisturizer. Okay, now this also comes in the 2 formulas for normal to dry and combination to oily. Okay. And the antioxidant moisturizer, you guys, this is going to leave your skin feeling soft, supple, looking more radiant. It's got antioxidants in it, so it's going to protect your skin while you're wearing it. It is anti-aging, and it feels amazing. Okay, now if you're going to, please don't be that person that says, my skin is super oily, I don't need a moisturizer. You do. And the reason your skin is oily is because it's trying to overcompensate for being dry, actually. So your skin is like, oh, I'm not hydrated properly. I'm going to create oil. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. And so you've got to get onto a set that's going to even that out. It's going to make your skin hydrated properly, okay? I will never, ever, new customer, existing customer, does not matter. If you're a client of mine, if you've never used a skincare set, if you purchase a cleanser, you're getting a moisturizer. I will not separate these two. Toothpaste, toothbrush, not doing it. These two are married, okay? So if you don't get anything else for your skin, a cleanser and a moisturizer is essential, period. Okay, I don't care who you are. We're just gonna tell it to you straight. I don't care who you are. It's essential, okay? Now, the last step in this process is the TimeWise eye cream, okay? Yes, you need an eye cream. I'm gonna explain why. The skin around your eyes is the most sensitive on your face. It is the thinnest skin, okay? It is the most sensitive. Now, because that skin is different, it's a different texture, everything from the rest of your face, you need something specifically for the eye area. My rule of thumb is if it doesn't say it's for the eyes, please don't put it there. I don't use cleanser on my eyes. Moisturizer is not going on my eyes. Neither one of these things are going on my eyelids. I'm sorry. I'm going to use an eye cream. It is designed for that skin, okay? The other thing I want to tell you about an eye cream is you want to make sure that you are applying it with your ring fingers, okay? Because it is the softest, most gentle finger on your hand. If you're using your index fingers, you guys, that's the strongest finger. It always has been. And you're going to pull and push. Look what happens to my skin. Okay, do you see that? That's what you want to avoid. And so your ring fingers are the most delicate on your hand. That's what you want to apply your eye cream with. Now, when you're applying eye cream, you want to start in the outer corner and dab your way to the inside. Same with on your eyelids, okay? And the reason is, again, see what my skin is doing? See how it's wrinkling? Guess what? Do you remember an old saying that your mom used to use with you that she would say, be careful, your face is gonna freeze like that? Guess what, guys? She kind of was right. Okay, so after prolonged time of you doing this over and over and over again, those lines, they're gonna stay. Case in point, I do this a lot. I love getting excited. I also do this a lot. I wear glasses. I'm constantly either doing this or okay, can you see this line? See that deep line right there? It never goes away, even when I'm not making that expression, okay? And the reason is because it's repeated over and over and over again. So, unless I'm gonna be emotionless, you're never gonna be fully rid of some wrinkles, okay? They're not gonna go anywhere. But this eye cream can help with the fine lines and wrinkles around your eyes. It also helps with the crepiness and a hooded eye, okay? So this is gonna create some bounce back ability on your eyelids and around your eyes, okay? It's gonna save you from getting massive laugh lines and wrinkles, okay? It's gonna also save the crepiness from underneath your eyes, okay? So this is definitely a plus. Just saying. So if you're over 20 years old, you need an eye cream because you're gonna start seeing some wrinkles, okay? All right. So let's see if there's any fun key ingredients in that. Same thing, you guys. It has the encapsulated resveratrol. It has vitamin B3 complex. It's got collagen, age-defying peptides. All of those things are in that eye cream. Okay. So this whole set is called the Ultimate TimeWise Miracle Set. It is a cleanser, a moisturizer, daytime defender, and these are glass bottles, you guys, for sustainability. And these are recycled. This is recycled plastic. And so you have the nighttime defender, and then you have an eye cream. Okay. So this whole set is going to be where you want to start if you are 20 years of age or older. Okay. So if you're not sure which set you need to be in, go back a few weeks from the beginning of February 2026, and you'll see a video that says which skincare set is for you. This is going to take us through a little roadmap of where you need to be. I'm going to ask you questions and we're going to move from there. Okay. And so reach out to your consultant, reach out to me, let me know what I can help you with. And next Wednesday at 10 a.m., we're going to be talking about the repair set. If you are, I'm going to even throw this out there. I'm going to put you at 40, okay? If you're over 40, I know a woman should never tell her age. I didn't tell you how old I was. I just said I'm over this. If you're over 40 and your skin is heavily damaged or super, super dry and dehydrated, you're going to want to join me next Wednesday to talk about the TimeWise repair system. Okay? So, with that being said, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.